All right, welcome to another deep dive. And today we are going to County Wicklow, Ireland.
Oh, I love it there.
Oh, you've been?
I have.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm excited to hear about this.
Yeah,
So just south of Dublin,
right.
they call it the Garden of Ireland,
Hmm.
which, looking through some of these articles,
Yeah.
it seems very apt.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's no exaggeration, that's for sure.
Okay.
Like you said, the rolling hills and the ancient ruins and the gardens are just absolutely jaw-droppingly gorgeous.
Okay. So we've got articles here about monastic settlements,
Right.
gardens, hiking trails. I mean,
Lots to do.
I don't even know where to begin. What do you think? Where should we start?
Well, I think Glendalough is a must-see, you know?
Okay.
Have you heard of this?
I have. I've seen pictures for sure.
Okay, so picture this, right? You're in a valley
Yeah.
surrounded by mountains, and nestled right there amongst the trees are these ancient monastic ruins, like dating back to the 6th century.
Wow. Okay, so what kind of ruins are we talking here?
Well, there's the Round Tower,
Right.
which is pretty iconic, but it wasn't just a bell tower. They actually used to use it as a refuge from Viking raids.
No way.
Yeah. Back in the day, you can imagine climbing up this tower
She's
to
done it.
escape invaders.
Yeah, that's a good workout.
Yeah. Talk about a workout.
Oh, I never thought about it
Yeah,
that way.
yeah.
And St. Kevin's Church.
Yes.
I've heard about this.
Yeah, St. Kevin's a bit of a legend. They say he was a hermit
Okay.
who sought solitude in Glendalough, and his church.
Yeah.
It's just this testament to, like, the simple life he lived. You can practically feel the peace and tranquility just looking at pictures of it.
Right. Like stepping back in time.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's surrounded by just beautiful nature, too, right?
Oh, absolutely. So there are two lakes.
The upper lake and the lower lake nestled in this glacial valley.
Wow.
And the reflections of the mountains in the water are just mesmerizing.
Oh, wow. Okay, you're selling me on this.
Yeah.
It sounds really great.
It's a good one.
Okay, so Glendalough, we've got that.
Yes.
Bowerscourt Estate.
Okay, yes.
The articles call this one of the finest gardens in the world.
It is. It's truly on another level. We're not just talking, like, pretty flowers here.
Okay.
This is like a masterpiece of garden design. So you've got, like, the Italian garden
Okay.
with its symmetrical hedges and statues. And then you've got, like, the Japanese garden with these delicate bridges and tranquil ponds.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's a lot. It's like walking through a work of art.
Okay, that's quite the visual. I can't even imagine. And I also read that there was a waterfall somewhere on this estate.
Oh, yeah. Powerscourt Waterfall. This is the highest waterfall in Ireland. Cascades down over 396 feet. Like, you can hear the roar of the water from miles away. And then the mist rising from the base.
Yeah.
It's like something out of a fantasy novel. It's truly awe-inspiring.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, so between the monastery and the gardens, like, this is quite the trip.
Yeah.
And it sounds like Powerscourt. It was once owned by a viscount.
It was, yeah.
Which reminds me, there was something in here about
Yeah.
a stately home in Wicklow.
You're thinking of Rusborough House.
Rusborough, okay.
Yeah, so it's this grand Palladian mansion, really interesting history.
Okay.
A bit of a scandalous past, too.
Ooh,
So
right.
built in the 1740s,
Right.
and it's been home to, like, all sorts of characters over the years, like a wealthy mining magnate, a famous art collector.
Oh, okay.
So, it's got a story.
Okay. So is it the architecture that brings people here, or is it more than that?
It's really a combination.
Okay.
So the house itself is stunning, right? It's got these elegant interiors.
Yeah.
And a really rich collection of art and antiques. Right.
But, like, it's also set within these, like, sprawling parklands.
Okay.
So there are lakes and woodland trails and even a walled garden.
Okay.
So you get, like, the history and the grandeur,
Yeah.
but also, like, the beauty and tranquility of nature.
Right. Okay, that's great. That's a good combination. And there was something else.
Yeah.
It was Avoca Village, I think, famous for its hand-weaving tradition.
Right, right. Avoca Village is a real gem.
Okay.
It's just one of those places that just oozes charm, right? You've got these colorful houses,
Yeah.
these cozy cafes, and the smell of wool, just kind of wafting through the air.
Yeah, yeah.
The Avoca Handweavers Mill has been operating there, like, for centuries.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, using these traditional techniques
Yeah.
to create these beautiful textiles.
Okay, so it's not just, like, a tourist trap.
No.
Okay,
You
well-
can, like, watch the weavers at work,
Oh, okay.
learn about the history of the craft, even try it out yourself.
Oh, wow. And the shopping. Avoca's famous for its throws, scarves, clothing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Okay. I can see myself just spending lots of money in those shops.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's great. But we also have a national park.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the Wicklow Mountains National Park.
Okay.
This is a haven for outdoor enthusiasts, right?
Yeah.
We're talking over 200 square kilometers of mountains, forests, lakes, rivers. You can hike, bike, fish, camp, even go rock climbing if you want.
Wow, that's a lot.
It is. It is a
Oh,
lot to do there.
I bet there's some pretty amazing views up there in the mountains.
Oh, the views are incredible, yeah. One of the highlights is the Wicklow Gap.
Okay, yeah.
So it's a scenic mountain pass that goes like right through the heart of the park.
Okay.
So imagine driving along this road,
Right.
mountains on either side, and then these panoramic views opening up at every turn.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's really breathtaking.
Okay. And then we also have, like, for our serious hikers out there, the Wicklow Way. Yes, that's a good one too. So that's Ireland's oldest way-marked long-distance walking trail, right?
Okay.
Stretches for 129 kilometers.
Wow. Okay.
So it takes you through all those diverse landscapes we've been talking about,
Oh,
from
wow.
like the rolling hills to the mountain peaks.
Yeah.
So you'll encounter ancient monastic sites, charming villages, just stunning natural beauty, every step of the way.
Wow. Okay. So what if you want a more leisurely pace? Anything for, people who aren't into hiking that much?
Cool. If you're into plants,
Okay.
you have to check out the National Botanic Gardens at Kilmacurra.
Okay.
It's a bit off the beaten path, but it's a real hidden gem.
Okay.
And you'll find diverse plant collections, like from all over the world,
Oh, wow.
set against these historic gardens. You've got
Yeah.
everything. Towering redwoods, delicate ferns. It's like a botanist's dream.
Okay. So, and then the last thing here is
Yeah.
Wicklow Historic Jail.
Right.
This one seems a little different from everything else we've talked about.
It is, yeah. So it gives you a glimpse into a kind of darker side of Ireland's past,
Okay.
So it was a functioning prison for over 200 years.
Oh, wow.
And now it's been turned into a museum, right?
Yeah.
And it offers this really fascinating,
Yeah.
sometimes chilling look at like the realities of prison life, back in the day.
So it's more of a historical,
Yeah.
cultural
Yeah,
experience.
that's it, for sure. You can explore like the original cells,
Right.
hear stories about the prisoners, and
Yeah.
learn about like the social and political context, that kind of shaped the penal system.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So we've got peaceful monasteries and gardens and mountains and villages and even a jail.
It's true, yeah.
Like Wicklow has it all.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
And what's great is with all this variety, like
Yeah.
every visitor can create, like their own unique Wicklow adventure.
Exactly. So for you listening,
Mm-hmm.
what part of Wicklow calls to you most? What kind of adventure would you create in this Garden of Ireland? I'm picturing myself like sitting in a pub by a fireplace with a pint of Guinness,
Oh, yeah.
listening to some Irish music.
The pub culture in Wicklow, it's
What?
like, it's really something special. It's like there's this warmth
Okay.
and a conviviality there that you just won't find anywhere else.
Right.
And you might touch a traditional seisoon.
What's that?
It's like an informal gathering of musicians and they're playing jigs and reels.
Oh, wow. Okay. That sounds fun.
Hmm.
We've talked about the history and the gardens and the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
What about the people? Like, what are the people in Wicklow like?
You'll find that the people in Wicklow are very welcoming and friendly.
Okay.
And they have this like genuine love for their county.
Yeah.
And they're really passionate about sharing its beauty
Right.
and its stories with visitors.
I love that about traveling. Like,
Yeah.
meeting the locals is always one of the best parts.
Absolutely. And Wicklow is a place where you can just like slow down,
Yeah.
savor the simple things, like whether you're strolling through a village
Yeah.
or hiking a mountain trail or just like enjoying a cup of tea with a nice view.
Right.
It's a destination that really invites you to like reconnect with yourself
Mm-hmm.
and the world around you.
I love that. It seems like such a good,
Mhm.
antidote to our, crazy busy lives.
It is. And remember, we've just scratched the surface here.
Yeah.
There are countless like hidden gems and local experiences just waiting to be discovered.
Well, you have convinced me.
Yeah.
I need to add Wicklow to my list.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah, this has been great. Thanks for taking us on this deep dive.
My pleasure.
And for you listening, if you want to keep exploring, like we said,
Mhm.
hidden gems and be inspired to travel to new places, don't forget to sign up for our newsletter.
Yes. We'll put a link in the show notes.
And until next time, happy travels, everyone.